just want to specify two things. First of all, we talked about that you had had no briefing or no materials about security on campus for this particular event. Did you ever have any operational or tactical plan that you were given for that event?
For this event, no.
Okay. And you also mentioned that you've done SWAT in the past.
Yes.
Were you a sniper?
I wasn't. I worked well with them, but I was not a sniper.
Okay. So when you, okay, just strike that. Also, we talked about the holster that was found. Are you aware if there were any other guns confiscated on the scene that day?
I'm not.
You don't know one way or the other?
I don't know.
All right, now I want to go through with you your timeline. You mentioned that you started at the Hall of Flags, right? And then you came down. It took you a minute to kind of navigate the stairs with the crowd and the chaos and everything. And then you were in the grassy area of the courtyard for a bit. Is that right?
I guess so about 30 seconds to get down the stairs, and then I went right down to where the tent was.
And that's where you found the holster.
No, the holster was up higher. So I went down by the tent, so it's lower level. So as I came down towards where Charlie Kirk was shot, I went down towards the tent to assess, to see what was going on down there, because I didn't know exactly what. I heard the gunshot, didn't know exactly what was going on.
I'm sorry, I missed that you went down to the tent. So let me ask you about that. So what did you do when you got down to the tent?
When I got down to the tent, Charlie was gone. They put him in an SUV and left. At that moment, there were still some people running around, so I decided to preserve the scene as much as I could with trying to escort people out, and that's why I went back in and started pushing people off the grass area to conserve any ammunition or any casings or anything to that effect that would be around. I wanted to make sure people were off and there was as much evidence preserved as possible. So
just to be clear, by the time you got to the tent, Mr. Kirk had already been removed and taken from the scene. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So in your professional opinion, what was the perimeter of the crime scene?
What do you mean by the perimeter? So
the perimeter, like how far did this crime scene stretch? Like where did you want people to move off of?
Oh, well, at first I wanted them all off the grass because, like I said, I thought we had a suspect in custody, so to me it would be a close encounter, so I was trying to push everybody off the grass in case there were shell casings or to that effect that got on the grass. So after I pushed them off to that part and getting up to the top where I saw that empty holster, when I saw that empty holster is when things started slowing down for me a little bit. All the chaos and stuff that's when I realized that it was a rifle shot, not a handgun shot.
Okay. And that's when you saw the Low C building and it occurred to you should go check it out.
Yes, it was right in my line of sight.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole time that this is going on, you had an active body camera on your, I guess your collar, is that right?
I was right here on my
chest.
Yes.
Okay, and it was on.
Yes.
And it appears to me from reviewing your body camera that there was another individual who was with you that went to the Low C building who was in civilian clothing but appeared to have a gun. Who was that?
I don't know who he was exactly. He had a badge on, and I had somebody with me to back me up as I ran up the stairs to make sure I had somebody with me.
So you don't know what agency he's from or where he's from?
No.
And it looked like he had a pistol.
Yes.
Is that right?
A handgun, yes.
A handgun.
Yeah.
And so the two of you go to the Low C building.
Yes.
When you reviewed the videotape at the police department later, did you check to see if anyone had been on the Low C building after the shooting, after this individual had jumped off that you've already talked about? Was there anybody else on the roof? Did you check and see in that gap of time?
In that gap of time, no. So once I put up the barrier, I only walked up to about that point, and then I went down and reviewed the video from that moment on.
So are you able to say for one way or the other if anyone else had been on that roof in between when the person jumped off the building and when you came on the roof? Are you able to say one way or the other?
There was people up there looking for an individual that ran that way, because when I first got told the individual ran heading north, that we didn't know where the shooter was, so we started climbing up and looking, clearing the building. And then it wasn't until I went to the PD and actually saw him jump off of the building that I knew he was off the building.
Let me rephrase that, because I think I either asked it badly or you misunderstood me. So let me go back again. So from the time that the individual that you spotted on the video jumped off the roof, right? The individual that you thought was in the prone position.
Okay.
Between that and when you got on the roof, did you ever check to see if anybody else had been on the roof in that period of time?
Yeah, and I didn't see anybody.
So you
I
did
didn't
watch?
notice anybody. Yeah.
You didn't, did you look on the video to see that entire, okay, that's what I'm asking. So you did not review the video to see if there was someone between you, that individual jumping off and you coming on, if anybody had been on or disturbed
No.
that scene in any way? Okay. But once you put the tape up, then we're confident from that point on the scene was preserved, right? By the way, where did you get that tape?
Officers responded on the scene that he was down on the bottom and threw it up to me, so,
Okay. So you didn't have it on you?
no,
And you didn't leave the scene to go get it?
no,
Someone threw it up?
yes.
Great. All right. While you were on the roof, did you encounter any spent casings?
As a matter of fact, no, that's why when I saw the prone position where a person would be laying down as a sniper, being around guns and snipers all the time, I was looking for a spent shell casing. I couldn't see one. I was looking over the edge, looking all over the place, making sure the gravel wasn't disturbed, and I couldn't find a shell casing at that moment.
And that
So-
would be, the reason you would be looking for that was because some types of guns, when they shoot, eject a casing automatically, right? Some
Yes.
do, some don't.
Yes,
All right. And then you also didn't find any unshot bullets.
no,
Okay. Are you aware of there being a bullet found on another roof? in
I'm
the
not aware.
Vicinity? Were you aware of another bullet being found on the scene, not on the roof of the Losi building?
I know.
All right, your body cam footage that I reviewed appears to end while you're still on the roof. Do you know why that is?
I think the battery went dead. It was just right at that moment.
Okay. And do you know, did you ever turn it back on that day or go get it, I don't know, what do you have to do, charge it or stick a new battery in it? I don't even know.
Usually dock it, but no, I didn't go back. It was too chaotic running around.
So that 27-minute and 35-second body cam that starts when you're at the Hall of Flags and ends while you're still on the roof, but haven't put the crime tape up yet, that's the only body cam you have that day?
Yes.
All right.